The night of the big show had finally arrived, and he was already far over the distant, beautiful third-quarter moon. The main show tent ended up being a full house, full of uproarious adults and passionately squealing kids. He gave as much as he could in his performance, coming upon the decision to mix both of his initial ideas. He started out among the clown crowd, giving animal balloons to as many children in the audience as possible, before he scrambled onto the back of a decorated horse in his clownish way, which pulled a ripple of amused laughter from the audience. And once the beautiful handler released the horse in a show of fox shock, he faked many exaggerated expressions of horror and performed several tricks under the guise of him falling off the horse's back every which way. He pulled a lot of gasps each time he did so, but they all went back to laughing joyously when he ended up riding the horse backwards in the saddle. After he rode a couple of laps around the show ring, he comically flopped on top of most of the other clowns there to catch him, just like in their rehearsal, drawing another roar of laughter from the audience before he was able to slip away from the original trick writer, doing her own choreographed performance, and the clowns covering up his exit by going about their own clowny business. In an instant, he flashed through the curtains to what would be considered the backstage, but he was surprised when someone else shot out of the tent quickly to the outside. His heart skipped a beat, having swore that it was his love. He took a step towards the tent flaps without a second thought, but he paused when he heard a loud pop, and the audience cheer and clap enthusiastically. He still had his show to do. In part of his mind, he was eager to chase after his love and just ask her why she was so absent these past couple of days, if she was in good health. But the other part of him wanted so badly to return to the show and wow the audience some more. Very quickly, an indecisive storm began to swirl within him and kept him pinned to his place with no indication of him moving, in fear of something happening if he made a wrong choice. But then, to his surprise, an almost cool water-drop thought washed away his erratic, wildly blazing thoughts. It was a glimpse of him up on the trapeze platform, and looking down upon the darkened audience. The blinding circus spotlights turned onto him and the hush of the crowd in anticipation for his first jump. He blinked back to reality when he heard the audience's uproarious applause once again, and it was just like a bolt of lightning shot through his body when he remembered he was the second-to-last act of the night. He had no more time to waste. As quick as he could, he tossed off his clown guards and scrubbed the clown makeup off of his face. His absolute favorite clown face consisting of 2 upside-down blue triangles situated under both eyes, and the point stopping at the middle of either of his cheeks. A wide, equally blue clowny smile and a blue clown nose. And changed into a sequined blue patterned tank top and darker blue tights with shoes akin to ballet footwear. And without looking into the mirror to check himself, he rushed back into the show tent and met with the man functioning the trapeze lift. He looked like he could have fainted when he first saw him running up, and he was about to ask if he was in good health, for if he wasn't, that wouldn't bode well for the rest of the show, but was immediately shoved towards the lift, hearing the man curtly whispering something in Spanish repeatedly. Without even waiting to see if he was grabbing the pole securely, he was already lifted into the air. Once regaining his balance and grasp on the pole, he watched as the rest of the acts were finally coming to a close. Then, the ringmaster appeared once the whole show ring was cleared of clowns and horses, and began the introduction. Upon finally reaching the very top, the drum roll that was played finally ended, and the light shot onto him brightly. Cheers and whistles came from the audience the moment they saw him on the platform, and he took it all in, waving and smiling down at the whole audience brightly. Once they all quieted down, the image he saw in his imagination played out before him, like a serendipitous deja vu. The silence and eager eyes, the blinding bright spotlights, his feet upon the trapeze platform, all of it caused his heart to sing with inexplicable joy. Excited yet focused, he reached out and grabbed the trapeze swing with both his hands and tightened his grip hard. He stared forward into the vacant dark space before him for a moment before he closed his eyes, took a deep breath, then made his first leap.